Hi, this is our presentation, and our game is called Atlantis Police Department. Um, my name is Vinny. I'm a computer science major.
And I'm Sam. I'm a chemistry major.
I'm Philip. I'm a game art major.
All right. Uh, we're gonna be watching from the point of view of Sam while he showcases our game. Go ahead and do it.
So this is our menu level. It has the background and three buttons that accesses our levels. And unfortunately, we don't have anything to come back to it, so we just have to press escape each time.
Okay, this is my level. It's a little bare bones. Uh, but I've set up a bunch of pillars, and I used the modular ruins asset pack. I really like how all of these things look together. Um, Obviously, it's a tad unfinished because there was a bit of extra stuff. Like you could kind of see the outside of the map and the bounds. But I mean, for the most part, with a little polish, I think it could look a lot prettier. But it does look pretty as long as you look at it from a specific angle and squint. So that's my level.
If I go on this, can I see your screen to show the mechanics we were gonna add?
Yeah, you want to show that off right now? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Um,
just share your screen and it'll go off mine.
I'm still recording my screen, so it'll just.
Oh,
Okay, so here is a project that I had created. I planned on creating this project and then migrating the mechanics over into our project. We couldn't quite make that work. But we do have a bunch of mechanics here. So we have a bunch of character animations, including the player and the enemies. The enemies do chase the player. And even if I like go up these stairs, they'll follow me up here, and then if I fall down, they'll come back down. I can shoot them, and they'll die. Um, and then they can attack me, and I have the health bar up at the top. And if I allow myself to get cornered and beaten down upon, eventually, I have a big game over screen that comes up. That doesn't really matter because you can still just play the game even though you're dead. But these were the mechanics that we'd like to have put in the game, but we couldn't quite figure out how to migrate them over. So here they are separately. All right, you want to go ahead and showcase the next level?
yeah. So this is my level, the level 2, and this is the underwater sea level. And we can see that there's a ton of different rooms that should have different enemies in it, and a ton of barrels and rocks, and just making it look like it's underwater. And that's why I put in the visual effects to make it seem like a blue tint and different lighting to make it seem like it's underwater, just sunken. And we were going to have a ton of different stuff with the weapons and a key system, such as these orange ones. Once we defeat the enemies in the level, we would get an upgrade and it would deal more damage to the people or enemies. So then, if I can get past this guy, the green ones over there, these are seen as keys, and once we collect all four keys, it would be able to unlock this door, which would open the boss room, where we would have to defeat the strongest enemy using the different upgrades. And as you can see, we have an enemy movement script working because we were having a lot of trouble getting player movement in the game, which we couldn't really work on anything else yet until we had the movement and camera working. But we did get an enemy script that can follow you, but since we don't have any health or damage, it's kind of like a mini companion.
The object of this level is not to get cornered and stuck by the guy who follows you all over the place.
Yeah. Like I did right here. Yeah. So going to level 3.
Yep. So this is my level. Zooming out, you might, if you watch Squid Game, you might recognize the general outline of it. It's a little bit of a Easter egg. This would have been one of those levels where you go around and collect keys to progress through different locked doors until you eventually make your way to the boss room at the opposite end of spawn. I used the same assets as the first level because I really liked the way they looked. And yeah, there eventually would have been some enemies, but that's where it's at right now.
All right.
Yeah, the scaling was a little bit off, so it's just moved slow.
Right. Sam, you want to bring up the requirements for the presentation again?
Yes.
Demonstrating other ideas that would have added or changed. Right. Okay.
Just
You want to go ahead?
definitely, if we had more time, we would get this key system set to actually be able to pick up items and have them do stuff, such as unlocking rooms once we complete the set enemies of that room or area. And we would also have the health system to actually be able to fight enemies and them attack us. And if we had more time, we would just make more of a top-down Smash game than an adventure game.
Right.
Sightseeing.
And I'm gonna show off my screen real quick. Yeah. I think what would have been great is to have seen this thing that we made in our actual maps, but migrating things from Unreal Project to Unreal Project is tricky and confusing, and we couldn't get it to work. But that's our game, Atlantis Police Department.